All right, last one for this topic. Now, just very briefly before we actually do it, just want to point out that this previous question, where it says calculating the straight line depreciation, we actually didn't. We actually calculated the salvage value. And this one, where it says calculating the salvage value, we're actually not. We're actually calculating the depreciation. So they got the names round the wrong way on this one, but doesn't matter. All right. A new car is purchased for 25,000 800. So we've still got S equals VO minus DN. Oh, and I wanted to point something out too. This VO, so VO, is different to DN. DN is D times N. This VO is just saying value 0. Okay, it's a subscript. So a lot of times when we've got, we did it when we were doing perimeter and area and stuff like that. We will have a pronumeral or a variable, and we'll give it a subscript so that we can differentiate it from other ones that we might want to use the same pronumeral for. It's really, really handy because sometimes, especially like when we were doing compound areas, you've got area 1, you've got area 2, and you've got area 3, and then you want to add them together to give you the area total. So rather than changing the letter all the time, if you just give it a subscript, you can differentiate between the different versions of it and yet minimize the amount of different variables that you've got to use. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. So in this particular case, we have a salvage value. They've already given us the salvage value of $15,160. And they've given us the number of years, which is 4. The thing we don't have, and we do have VO as well, which is 25,800. The thing we don't have is D. We don't have the D. So we need to find that. So what is the annual amount of depreciation? So we can chuck that into our formula. So 15160 equals 25,800 minus 4D. Okay. What we have to do is rearrange this so that we can work it out. We want D to be on its own. So easiest way to do that is you can subtract this from both sides, but what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do something a bit weird. I'm going to change color so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to add 4D to both sides. Okay, that way I'm not dealing with negatives too much. So if I do that, I end up with 15160 plus 4D equals 25,800. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the 15160. Okay, so that's going to leave me with 4D equals 25,800 minus 15160 equals 10,640. 10,640. And then the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. And that will get me D equals, and I'm doing this on the calculator in the background, obviously. I'm not doing this off the top of my head because I'm way too lazy for that, is 2660. So that means the annual depreciation is 2660. Okay, so that's your final answer. Now, just so we're aware, what did we actually find out? We worked out how much the car is depreciating by every year. So every year its value gets less by $2,660, so $2,660. Okay, and that's what you were doing there when you were actually calculating the straight line depreciation. Awesome, we're done.